Oh. Just gonna bung myself into the right level. I'm just gonna continue looking at the other foot level today, as I have been doing. Actually, there was an achievement stream earlier in the week. Oh, that's a good point. It'll still be called achievements, won't it? Extra levels. Whew. How y'all doing? All my 0 viewers. And there might be one by now. Doesn't update it instantly. I've got my copy of Animal Crossing. I just had a quick blast at Doom last night. So I'm all up to date on new releases. I'm trying to open this. And if I open it now, alright Mike, can I write that? You right? That boy I thought. Let's have you back with us. You right, leaf cutter ants? Yeah. Right, I'll get this installing behind me. Well, it's bound to be a day one patch on it, right? There's always a day one patch on these things. Take out Overcooked, put in Animal Crossing, let it patch up whilst I'm screaming. Day job got cancelled indefinitely. Okay. So today, it's downloading an update. Alright, there's that going. So today, Minims teleport short distances when they ran into a wall, going fast around the corner. Right. Is that a bug report? Maybe maybe Mike, you can jot that down in our bug tracker. Has it been like that for a while, Pick a Death? Right, okay. So today I'm going to work a little bit more on the other foot level. I will explain what I'm looking at. Okay, so the level's now playable from start to finish. I haven't done the victory or defeat animations yet. Also, the audio for victory and defeat needs a bit of thought, because depending on where you win or lose, I need to find some audio that says something sensible. I mean, when you win, it should probably do the same comment as he says when you lose in the other colony. You know, pathetic, useless ants. Oh, maybe this other colony will prove to be a superior specimen. So there's that, but there's also this, which is difficulty. So I need to deal with difficulty here. Okay, so let's start by adding in some stuff for difficulty. Okay. So firstly, I have all these variables. I decided the way it was currently set up is going to be hard difficulty, so that's that one. So here we've got the option to change time in between the various attacks. I think the short delay needs to stay about 10 seconds. Doesn't matter what difficulty you're on. But from medium diet, maybe I can increase it. So I think 10 seconds should probably be the minimum. But I can probably increase it on medium and easy. It doesn't need to be too, well, let's face it, if you're playing on easy, your ability's to the point where you need the extra time. Hi Huff, good to have you back with us. First time I've joined, Festive Ants. Been streaming a while, too bad I have Shakespeare. Half Nerd, yes, that's the teleporting will be that, but they're only supposed to teleport in an emergency. So it's probably worth checking why they're doing that in the first place. Is it like in situations where you've got upgraded speed tiles and that? Okay, so the medium delay, or the medium short delay, so an insane that can be 18 seconds. I don't want the small delays to be particularly reduced, but the longer delays can be a bit. Like medium delay, medium short, I'm at 25 there. 32 there. I'm listening to music on this, and it's just started playing the first experiment. Piano rendition. Which is the Formicarian music. Skip that one. I've heard it enough working on this level. No, speed tiles don't give additional turn rate. I think Liam's made the turn rate a bit harsher with the new updates, so it's possible that it's something along those lines. Okay. So it's something to put to Liam, really. Because minims actually don't have the same collision as other ants. So they won't be stopped as harshly at walls. They'll be able to... It will be possible to go into them, I guess. I have to speak to Liam about it, but Mike's put it in Trello, so. Oh, Trello's our bug tracker. We use Trello for bug tracking. Okay. So the medium delay then. So I can start to be a bit harsher on insane with this one. Medium long delay, okay. Long delay. And then tube survival time. Okay, so tube survival time is when the tube comes down and the bar's ticking. It's how long you need to survive for. Although it's a bit funny this, because I actually think I don't want to change this. I want to instead change the speed at which it ticks down. Because the tube survival time does dictate when the enemy attacks come in. But you reduce the time, you're not necessarily making it harder. So I'll leave the actual survival time. In fact, what I'll do is I'll remove that from the difficulty setting. We're going to come up with a new variable. Okay, so we want to have a look at the bar that comes down when the tube, constant flow, here it is. Constant flow arrivals. So bar progress equals bar progress plus 0.03 times the arrival number. So instead of, so remember 0.03. Bar increase multiplier 2.03. Okay. Okay, so 0.03 is hard. So on easy, I want something like 0.06. Medium 0.05. 0.02. So yeah, there's a jump between those two. Okay, and then there's something else we want to do. Although I'm just saving the changes I've made so far. I'll come back to chat. Have to go to online school. I guess the reality for people now, isn't it? The UK schools are closing. This is the last day the UK schools are open. My wife's a teacher, so it's all gone mad. Just the reality of things, that things are going to be like that for a while yet. And we have to get used to this as well. This because it's not going to be a short thing. In order to seriously reduce transmission, we all need to do our part. Yeah, it's a bit overwhelming, really. Right, let me read further back in chat. Okay. You need to walk around obstacles if you can't go through them. What are you up to today? The finance training just ended, just missed it. I got my notification. Just kidding, yeah, it's the other foot level being worked on. Yeah, so yeah, I'm working on various difficulties in the other foot level at the minute. Yeah, see you later, Leaf Ants. Enjoy your online school. F in chat. As wise man once said, there are 3 certainties in life: death, taxes, and homework. Have I burned them? Online school is just home school, but with extra steps. That sounds like homeschool, but with extra steps? I don't need to start online school for a week. Yeah. It's all crazy at the minute. Oh, crazy. My work hasn't changed, though. I work from home developing a computer game. So, my work life hasn't changed at all. What has changed is the supermarket. The supermarkets are like some sort of a dystopian future. We're in the darkest timeline. We didn't think it could get any worse. Welcome to 2020. It's like everyone was breathing a sigh of relief at the end of 2019. Oh, hang on. That's a phone call. Back in a minute. neighbour calling to talk about the dystopian future we're living in. Anyone here try the new achievements? Really a fair few achievements before they're actually counted. After I finish Shakespeare, I'll go check them out. If you go for the achievements, please check if the Picky Eater... Oh yeah, Picky Eater needs checking. Oh, there's Nope not being awarded properly either. Yeah, I need those things checked out. The sooner we can get them checked out, the better. I've been working today and yesterday. I've been working on the Mac build. I finally got around to doing that, and the Mac compiler is stricter than the Windows one. So there was a load of errors that needed sorting, and a really weird error as well. But Matt got to the bottom of that one. Okay, so I want to. Okay, so bar progress. So this is the tick down on the bar progress. So 0.01. Network ABI. Might be awarded when conditions not met. See, it's a funny one because it should be. I'll check Nope as well. I couldn't see any problem with Picky Eater. I did have a good look at it. I couldn't see anything that would be causing the issue, and I had to play and track the variable that's meant to keep track of the last enemy you killed, and it seemed to be doing what it was meant to be doing. Okay. We'll have a test of this mission in a minute, so... I'm probably going to be streaming today until about 4:30, so 3/4 of an hour. So I'll probably get these difficulty settings in place, and then we'll run a test of the level, and that'll probably take us through because this level takes a while. It'd be good to have a full test of it because you'll be able to see the colony versus colony stuff at the end as well. Oh, this is a Nope video. You should never click YouTube links during a stream. I know some streamers get banned for it because you end up showing something that shouldn't be shown. To be fair, I at least wouldn't have it on screen. Something that violates Twitch's terms and conditions. Okay. Okay, so no, that's wrong. that's making it harder if the bar's dropping faster. 0.01 Okay, so so 0.005, 0.002, 1. That's really slow. That's an order of magnitude slower. That's not what I meant to do. Halving, that's probably not a good idea either. 0.008, 0.005, and this 0.015. Okay, that might be insanely difficult and insane. Isn't that the point? Well, to an extent. Make it too hard, it stops being fun. It's got to still feel achievable. I want to see what the Titan system is. So Matt for a while was working on the Titan system, which is going to come into play in the Fire Ant update. Titans are going to be one of the main features of the Fire Ant update, but we might go back and add them into other levels. Well, no, not add them into other levels, but make them for other things. Like, for example, a Titan Hermit Crab would make total sense, because Hermit Crabs could be massive. Both, yes. You have to be insane to attempt it. Okay, so that's that. What have we got here? Okay, so this is rewards. So small reward. Don't want to bleed the player too dry. Medium reward. That's probably a good approach to take. So what is that? Providing... Okay. So here about 30 more here, so 180. About 40 more here, so 220. And about 30 less here, so 120. So about 40 more here, 40 less here, so 160. About 40 more here, so 240. About 50 more here, so 290. Okay, so about 50 less, so 250. About 50 more, 350. About 60 more, 410. About 60 less, so 340. About 60 more, so 460. About 70 more, so 530. That's right? Yeah, it's fine. It'll need testing anyway before we can balance it properly. Right. Next is the gateway thing. So a lot of this stuff will already be in place, although I actually want to remove some of it from the difficulty. Okay. The other thing I can do as well is attack pack sizes, which I probably should do as well, but I'll deal with that in a minute. I'm insane enough to beat 3-1 insane hours after the update. Yes, you are, Huff. You were probably the first one to ever do it. Additional pylons. Need more pylons. Worry. Eradicate. Obliterate. Destroy. Okay. So, food reloads. Right, yeah. Oh, it looks like I've already gone over a few of these. Not sure that should happen. We'll see. Anyway, let's give it a go on these settings. See what it's like. Did I save that? No, I haven't saved it. I'll get that saving. See how Animal Crossing, yeah. Oh, it's done. Right. I'll look at that later. I'm not going to play it now, am I? You should be able to do that, beating everything on insane difficulty. You suddenly become StarCraft. Right. Let's give it a go. Should force the difficulty on. What am I doing? I didn't mean to open level methods. You fool! Right, I'm going to stop my music so I can listen to the game music. Also check that it's coming through to you guys as well so you can hear the scientists. I think it is. Let me just... Make sure it's the right thing. Should be speakers, Realtek. I think that's right. Yeah, you should be able to hear that, right? Okay, let me know if it needs to be quieter or louder. Anyway, to start this level, you can take your time until you dig to the surface. Slightly louder. That better? Also, I have my music too loud. Too loud. Is that right? Just let me know. So where you can all criticise me on my playstyle. The truth is, I play much worse when I'm streaming. I think all streamers do. Unless they're ignoring chat. Maybe the very top players in the world can focus on multiple things at once, but not I. The recording curse. When no one's looking, they play better and worse at the same time. Because logic. Oh yes, Schrodinger's players. God, the frame rate's not good on the stream. It's only on the stream as well, funnily enough. It's not entirely true. Yes, it's also on OBS. On my screen, it's running at perfect frame rate, but it must be something to do with the encoding. To be honest, I do ask a lot of my computer because I'm streaming and running a game engine, not just a game.
I want to see how these raptors respond under pressure.
I will prepare the experiment.
Let's begin with a small threat.
Connecting the Fusca colony now. I will let 10 through to start with.
You've got a reasonable amount of time to start with.
Our Ereptors have neutralized the threat to their queen.
Good. Continue the experiment and let me know the
I
results.
should have a pad ready to
Don't
write
have
stuff
more than
down.
30 ants at once.
I'm sure I've still got
We
stuff I
don't
didn't
harm
do.
the queen.
Understood.
I haven't fixed yet from last time we were doing this. That's convenient, they're all spawned at the same place.
Raptor colony. Introducing 40 rival Raptor ants.
They are both here and not here simultaneously. They both exist and don't exist. I mustn't spend too much cash, but that's probably fine. To be honest, workers are so cheap to respawn anyway, it probably doesn't matter that much. Let's see. Let's try it. It's the. What was the thing last week? It should be fine. What basically happened last week, half, was the tiles were still set to the levels that they are in the other thing, in the actual level proper. Because I turned them into normal tiles again, but I didn't drop their levels down. So what I did was I just went through and turned all tiles to level 1. I should have dug out some.
Excellent.
So it shouldn't be an issue. Although I respect that it's still worth checking, because after we fix things, sometimes they're still not fixed because they're broken in more ways than one. The slave makers drop their carried food when enemies are nearby and attack is
A
up.
combination of a Raptor and a Fusca.
And attack is down. Oh, I didn't spot that. I'll have a look, because that's a stat that's on good surround is good against these. So do AoE damage, but if you completely surround them, you can't get all of you. Right, you get in the tube. Get in the tube!
An unconventional defense, yet highly effective.
Doom Eternal and EOTU is good, is it? Like heavy metal.
Some seeds on the surface will not exert
Do the beats match then?
gather them quickly. The colony's ability to withstand such overwhelming assaults is incredible. I wonder, how will they handle a sustained flow of aggressors?
Just get a bunch of them into the tube now. Actually, I should probably try and get those in a different group. Then, no need to get any more in. Let's wait.
You're doing admirably, my erectors. Perhaps a small reward. Look to the surface.
Oh, I had no idea you could do that. You can double the scroll speed by using the keyboard and the mouse at the same time. I actually had no idea. Learning new things about my game. I'm going to need to see if I can get the frame rate working better on stream.
Let's make things a little more interesting, shall we? Enter the Devil's Coach Horse. Whoops. I seem to have dropped my beetles. I hope they don't harm the little ants. Perhaps that's enough for now.
So far this is going very smoothly. It's even slightly too easy.
They mounted an excellent defense against 20, 25, and even 30 Fuska ants, as you suggested.
Perfect. Perhaps we can provide more of a challenge for them next time.
What a fantastic suggestion.
Slave makers unlocked. That's cool. Slave makers are good at level 3. So
Let's see how the colony
worth
grows over the next
upgrading
few
them.
days.
The little army ants are fairly
I
good
expect to
value
see a
at
significant rise
the
in
low
the
level.
number of soldiers.
So I want a small room of high level slave makers.
Good.
DPT driver reversing really quickly up the
What
road.
comes next? Collect it quickly. Faster.
Right. No, there's no plan to add army ants to Extremis. Black ants have been added. There's no plan to add army ants to it. There'll be other extra levels that have got army ants in. I plan to do one that focuses around them. And I've got some interesting ideas for it. I might run them by you. So, should upgrade the food stores. Okay, that was the front door. I'm just going to check. Just in case I can't answer it. It's alright. My wife answered it. It's one of her colleagues. We're just having a chat about how weird it is because it's the last day of school, obviously, because the schools are closing.
Maybe we'll just add a few Formicofus. Our colony does need to exercise.
I find this easier than I was before. Either I've got my head around it a bit better. Actually, I don't want those to cook food. It's either I've got my head around it a bit better, or there's been some mistake in the difficulty. Well, the timing. I haven't changed the creatures at all.
A new challenger has entered the arena.
Oh, you guys get this, get this, get this, get this. Grab it, and then we should probably meet underground, to be honest. So I don't think that fight's going to end well. Sprays have gone off in the wrong direction.
Dinner time.
Okay. This is where I usually rely on the Queen's ability to get the job done. Trying to take eggs. Stop trying to take eggs.
Be careful, my queen. I'm not finished with you yet. Beware of wolves.
There we go. This is how we do it.
The colony seems to have made significant progress. Perhaps it is time we began phase 2 of the job.
Alright, I must have missed it in the
I will prepare the feeder colony.
It's a really easy stat for me to check.
I see they haven't lost their potency. Now let's try the Formica rufa ants.
The Rufa will be more aggressive. Our Raptors will need to put up a strong defense. Adding 20 Rufa ants.
But this always happens around here. Sort of bad location issue. This one looks more permanent.
Once again, our Raptors have neutralized the threat to their queen.
Good. Continue the experiment as before. But don't push the colony too hard.
Of course not. That would be irresponsible. Introducing 40 Rufa ants.
Oh, hang on.
Excellent defense.
Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Haven't been putting eggs. Okay, a little extra help.
Now, let's see how they handle the Rufa and the Fusca invaders. We will start with 30 of each. A wonderful victory on two fronts.
Oh gosh. Oh, trap jaws. I've unlocked trap jaws and I haven't built any.
Perhaps we should try 3 colonies this time. Introducing 30 of each Rufa, Fusca, and Raptor ants.
So I'm at one of those points where I can just hold the level. It's be like Minecraft speed build. Remember not to lose on full screen like last time. Oh, I don't think there's a breakpoint in it this time. So it should be fine. Should. No, there won't be a breakpoint. I'm sure there won't be a breakpoint. Okay, let's go. Snap, snap. Clackety clack clack. Okay, let's get 30 to the tube. Okay. I need to check my I don't know what it is that's causing that. Yeah, it might be some sort of weird out of sync thing. Just have a quick look in the options and right, what have I got the right, I've got a frame rate limit of 60 here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lock the frame rate limit to 30. Go into the stream settings. Looks like I've currently got that locked to 30. So maybe this will work a bit better with them
A marvelous victory.
syncing up frames. That look better? That looks a lot better to me. So that was the issue, was yeah, you're right, I need to get my ants in position for the tube.
Against a sustained flow from all 3 colonies. Let's see. intrepid raptors, but what's this?
Oh, I made this whole section a lot easier, didn't I? There's probably enough workers to the tube for now. This thing called replay buffer, which destroys streams. Interesting. To me, that looks a lot smoother though, just by making sure my frame rate was synced up. Still got 30 seconds. Oh, gosh, that beetle moved fast.
Good work, my little.
Oh.
But what's this? 1, 2, 3, 9, 10 wolf spiders. It
Go,
hardly
ants.
seems fair.
Some of you make it. No, get in, get in, get in, get in. Oof. Okay. Right, stop harvesting food. Right, I think we're fine. Okay. Okay, we might as well kill this wolf spider now.
Yes, yes! Victory to the Erector!
What's going on here?
Yes, the ants performed excellently against the roof. They just staved off an attack from 40 roof ants.
40? I think that's enough for now. We don't want to overstress them.
Agreed.
Whereas these early parts of this level are more about building up your army than anything. It's the later parts that become the real challenge. I don't even know if the later bit's possible. Yeah. Oh dear. Ah. Go on, my ants. You got this. What the hell was that? It was like the numbers were raising up. Maybe they were.
Continue to watch over the formicarium. Additional experiments will be on hold for the time being.
I understand. No more tests.
Go on, you got this. You guys got this. Should probably build up my... But it's too late now. I could have done that a lot better, but never mind. Time me on. 422. So yeah, after this test, I'll be going. Oh, food store's full. Food store's empty. There, pop. It's a bug. Creatures that die mid-jump. Oh, sugar, I forgot.
A few Ereptors can't hurt.
Bring everything into this fight. Let's get into position for a fight.
Would it be unfair to help?
Oh, it's okay. I've got a second because he's just giving me food.
But I'm feeling generous. Collect your seeds swiftly, my little ants. delicious beetle.
Ah. Actually, that's probably alright. This group of ants will probably do quite well. It's quite a few level 3 trap jaws there. Snap, snap, snap. Quick, gather as much food as possible. Okay, this could be a bit tough. Particularly as quite a lot of my forces are out of place at the minute. Okay, so might be worth taking them off and building my forces up underground to fight this. In fact, let's do it right by the door because then they walk in. Ah, mole crickets.
Chomping, chomping.
Oh, looks like we won. Huh. Oh, I forget that I made everything easier. I have to make quite a few balance changes.
Be careful, my queen. I'm not finished with you yet.
Not nearly as terrifying as it used to be. Whew. Oh, that's good to hear it. Like lost an SWE. Good to have you with us. It's hard to say what is actually better. Some people do dig out all tiles and just use highways in between, which works out alright. But particularly on this map, for example, there's a long way to travel from your queen. So... Oh, sugar. I've been caught out of position. Right, I need a... Oh. Right. Sorry. Concentrating now, because army ants are about to attack me. Can't remember how difficult the army ant bit was. Right. We're going to collapse underground now. I'm preparing to build army ants there. But on this map, because it's such a long way from your queen, it's good to force your ants to go down a highway because they get that speed boost. Nowhere to run.
Beetles. Colourful. Deadly beetles.
The need to get reinforcements to the front line. Whoa! Jumping spiders, jumping spiders.
Be careful, my queen. I'm not finished with you yet.
To be fair, jumping spiders aren't that bad at all. They're actually quite weak. They do quite a lot of damage in their bite, but... So I haven't had the army ants yet. I'm trying to save up at the minute for mages. The mages will be coming in soon. At that point I want to build loads of them. And they're expensive for mages, so this should probably be bigger, to be honest. I'm probably going to need bigger reserves. Oh, here's the army ants. Here we go. Hopefully I'll be able to just kill them as they're coming in. Yeah. I didn't really give them an opportunity there. Right. Okay, I can do the mages now. I've spent all my money already. Oh, loads of resources on the surface. I think this is a break. It gives you a break after getting mages so you can build some. I'm not sure if upgrading major army ants is much point because they don't gain any ability to. They're just stronger creatures. They don't get their ability remains exactly the same.
Perhaps a praying mantis next.
God, my army's got so strong now; it just obliterates anything. Those army ant mages are so powerful, their effect is just so strong. I'm going to put 2 packs of workers underground now.
Running to the queen. They all want to bite her. It's really quite obscene.
Yeah, these are examples of enemies with good AoE. I think. That should be quite a lot of food resources there. I think now it's just the oh no, forgot about these.
Ouch! Prickly little beast.
Okay, we're gonna regroup underground. We'll fight them here. God, everything's been... Oh, that's going to be painful. That was painful, but thankfully it's not the end. Area bleed spam, yeah.
My, that's a big
Ah! Just want to wait till my army's gathered before I take it on. Right.
There. All set in your new home. Grow quickly, my little ants. We have lots of work to do.
Right, so that's the other colony being placed into their new home. It's time I changed this next bit, and it works by giving, I think, 100 resources, then 110, 120, and it just goes up and up to the player.
Has the colony been prepped for the final experiment?
The rehousing was disruptive. The Ereptors need time to stockpile food for a
If you've got an ant
Well,
past the centre, it gives it to you. If you don't, it gives it to the computer. So it encourages you to be aggressive.
I'm afraid we've ran out of time. It doesn't matter if the nest isn't perfect. Run the experiment, then clear out the specimens and bleach the equipment.
Yes, I know. I'm doing it.
And when you are finished here, I think we should have a word about your conduct around the laboratory.
I think we should go about your conduct around the laboratory.
What was that?
Nothing. Starting the experiment.
Good. Let me know when you have a result.
Okay, my little ants. This is it. The winner will have the privilege of joining me for the ultimate test. The real final
Place a
experiment.
waypoint to the uninformed
The
home for
loser
the
will
connected.
be relegated to the
Shouldn't be able
waste
to. No,
disposal.
can't.
The formicariums are connected. Let the war commence! I wonder which colony will strike first.
I don't know how difficult or easy this is going to be.
The Ereptors finally meet. Interesting combinations. I wonder which is more effective.
Keeps backing off, then coming back. It's like, yeah, no, yeah, no.
Counterpart soldiers have retreated. Our Ereptors are winning.
Oh, some of their mages have popped up. Maybe you just farm them here permanently. Possibly. It's a bit boring. I have to look into countering that. There's not that many in there. Oh god. Yeah, they're not defeated yet. Basically don't want to fall back any further than halfway, because if you notice there's been some resources plonked behind me. And those will keep getting placed. Let's attempt the fight, shall we? See what happens. God, those wood ants, man. They just drop your units like flies. I should back off for a minute. Oh, they've retreated. See what this does. Oh, they're going for me. They're going for me. Trying to get some units deeper. Oh, I wish I had some to flank them with. Oh, flank them, flank them. Come on. Get the wood ants. Once they're undefended. Not that that's going to matter. It keeps thinking that your colony's gone to ground when you lose your army. Oh, he's run off with a load of his... Looks like there's been some resources dropped down here. Yeah, there's been a few. He got through a fair chunk of his army there. That'll still respawn. Basically, whilst I'm holding the middle section, I should be slowly getting resources. God, this is a long level, this one. I'm nowhere near draining him yet. Standoff. What do I do? Try and drain a few more of his resources. Let me think. Something clever I can do. I think these are the highest damage units. So, well, the plan is here is to have the main army up front, just attacking, and then the trapjaws flank them to deal with the their resources. Though I need the I think all my trapjaws went home when I switched them over to the other group. Okay, I'm going back to chat because I don't think I'm in a rush at the minute. Yeah, I've reached the same conclusion you've just stated, Huff. Here's my trapjaws now. See, it's such a long way from the nest now. Okay, here we go. Let's put my plan into action. They haven't all gone.
Counterpart soldiers have
Oh, loads of them have gone to...
Our Raptors are winning.
Loads of them went underground. Oh, that messed it up. That messed up my plan. Oh, that has actually worked out quite well because their resources have been split. Oh, more resources. That actually worked out really well. If I can get them back into their nest, I can probably farm them. Trapjaws got so much to stay. Time are we on? 45. Oh, looks like they pushed me back a bit. Oh, more resources. Yeah, the resource drops are getting bigger now. Another thing you can do early on is make use of the finger, because the finger actually squishes his ants, not yours. Or her ants, should I say, it's a queen.
The counterpart colony has gone to ground. Go, my Raptors, advance!
I need to stop that one, that audio's not right. Oh.
Oh, dear. Could our colony be in trouble?
Not sure that was a good idea, but no, it definitely wasn't. Okay, more resources. Okay, place the marker next to your enemy nest. Place the marker from the mini-map. Does that work? That's a pro tip. Pro tip right there. I don't think there's any need to separate the wood ants yet, because I think the thing about army ants is the momentum in the attack is so important. So at the minute, the damage buff that they give from attacking is going to be huge. So they'll be eating through the units. And the computer's making a big mistake, really, by coming out of its nest.
Counterpart soldiers have retreated. Our Raptors are
Yeah,
winning.
it does work. Huh. Should probably write that down. See, they really shouldn't be doing this. In fact, what they should be doing, if anything, is trying to come out a different hole. Right, let's have another go.
Oh, dear. Could our colony be in trouble?
Right, don't forget they've got a queen ability. Or do they? Oh, they might not. I thought I'd give them one. No, we'll see. Maybe I can just... No, they don't have a queen ability. They should probably... Well, Well, the victory animation works quite well. So the victory animation still works. It's defeat animation that doesn't work. Oh, and the former carrier. Okay, so give enemy queen ability. Former carrier reward showing up. I think there's some stuff we could do to improve the enemy's AI in this mission. Particularly, basically they should hide underground if you're camping their nest. Oh yeah, the Victory Raptor. Is it always red? I think it's always red, isn't it? It's just an image. It's an interesting thought, though. Right, just before we go, I should check. I should check that thing that Huff said. So. Slave makers. So, other colony creatures, I think it's called. Slave maker. And there's just a stat about dropping food if you see an enemy that workers basically have on. Colony creature stats. Colony creature stats are here. I think it has drop in the title, so there, drop food near enemies is off. I think that should be on for slave makers. Workers shouldn't drop food near enemies, they should take it back, but slave makers should. So yeah, you're alright there. Oh, you won't have been able to see that anyway. It's on a different screen. I can have a quick look at some of the other ants, whether they've got the same issue. Oh no, they're fine. Okay. Right. So yes, let me come back to chat for one last time. Hide the underground when hiding it. Come out, little ants. Come out. Is this level a future update or currently available? It's a future update, yeah. I still need to do the graphics for the creatures, and also I think the enemy colony AI needs a bit of work, and nothing too drastic, because I don't particularly want it to feel horrible. Alternatively, I could just make them really aggressive. So maybe they just really push for you early on, so it doesn't go on for ages like that did. I don't know. I'll note down to do a little bit of work on the enemy colony AI. So yeah, I appreciate the testing you've been doing with the achievements. That's been really helpful. If you keep that up, there is a bug I know on the 1-1 insane challenge mode task achievement, which is the one to win the level after 50 mole crickets have spawned. I know there's a bug on that because it will instead just complete the normal challenge mode achievement. So I know there's a bug on that because I found it today. But otherwise, I appreciate all the testing you're doing. I'm not sure when this level will be available to test because there's graphics that I need working on and Matt is busy at the minute. But we'll get there. I'll probably put it into a brief beta beforehand. So if you're on the beta branch, you can stay in that beta branch, and I'll put it up there at some point. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me in these strange times. And I shouldn't be touching my face, should I? That's one of the major things. And I will see you next week, hopefully, provided the world hasn't imploded. See you later.